So I'm here at the Orlando airport, right? And I'm traveling to Chicago now, and I'm on gate 42, right? So that's the answer for the question about life, the universe, and everything. So I had to record something here for you guys, doing the tour around the JavaScript groups. So we did Orlando, we did Jacksonville, and now we're going to Chicago, right? See Mary in the Chicago JavaScript group. And yesterday we had at the Jacksonville JavaScript group, we had this great discussion about getting a job, right? And the whole discussion that the market was really tight, the market was really complicated, and you know how the market has changed in the last few years. And I think so. I do think that the market has changed a little bit. There is all these normal things, right? You know, the AI, the layoff, right? So yeah, that's my plane right there. All right, so you know, all the layoffs and AI, and but I think fundamentally, a big change that has happened is that there's less opportunities, right? I want to tell this, right? It's not because I think it's lacking opportunity for you, but I think that in the past, especially during the pandemic, companies overhired, and so they're hiring lots and lots of people, and because of that, basically, you know, they had lots and lots of positions, right? And so companies were fighting for you. I don't think there is less positions for you. I do think they still have a position for you out there. I don't think that there's still a lot of position for developers. There are unfilled, right? But I think there's less of a fight for you, right? For developers. And a lot of it is not because there's lack of positions, right? But because there's so many layoffs, right? That it's hard to hire people when you're doing layoffs, right? So, and you know, people think that AI is increasing the layoffs. I think AI is a great excuse to lay off people, right? You know, it's an excuse that the market is accepting, right? So see, here's the thing. When you want investors to trust you, to trust your company, one of the ways to do this is that you hire people. Because if you're hiring, you're doing well. But when you fire people, then it shows that you're not doing well. And so if you hire too many people and now you have to correct that, you can't just fire people, right? Because that's going to look bad for you. So what they do is that they use an excuse, right? So AI is a great excuse for that, right? So, but again, I don't think there's lack of position, right? But I think there's less people fighting for you. And because there's less people fighting for you, it gets more on your responsibility to show up. You know, if you show up, there are positions out there. There are people hiring. There are interesting things going on, but you have to show up. And by showing up, right, you know, the discussion we had yesterday, there was this guy saying, oh, you know, because showing up is very hard. You know, I don't want to be a speaker, and you know, I need to learn all these new skills. Well, yeah, there's a little bit of that, right? But you don't have to show up. You don't have to be a speaker. You don't have to be, you know, this top presenter, right? There's lots of things you can do. You can participate in open source, and that's just coding, right? You can write articles that don't require you to speak. There's lots of ways for you to show up, but you have to show up somehow, even if it's just your friends, right? So think about that. Showing up is important in this moment of the market. I think there are great positions for you, but you really do have to do a little bit of work to be visible, right? Visibility is very important. So there's a lot of videos in my channel about being visible, and I talk a lot about this in lots of moments. But right now, I got a plane to catch, right? And I'll see you guys in Chicago. See ya.